Hey my loves, I wanted to share with you guys a prom look, and it's kind of been a couple of years since I've been to prom. I am old. I'm not that old. I feel like I can share a little bit of my wisdom in terms of makeup looks and everything based on my experience, either, both going to prom and also looking at pictures years later down the road and questioning my judgment. So I wanted to share a look with you guys that I felt was appropriate for prom, a little bit of glitziness, a lot of neutral tones, and still has that nice soft rosy glow. It's not going to look dated in a couple of years, and I want to kind of share with you guys some tips and tricks that I learned from my own experience, so hopefully you guys won't make the same mistakes that I did at my prom. And hopefully you guys find this information helpful and love this tutorial. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. It really means a lot to me. And yeah, let's get into it. Start out with a primer for your skin type. I applied a pore refiner first and then combined my primer with my foundation for a softer look. Apply a very thin layer of foundation, building coverage only in the areas where you absolutely need it. This will give you the most flawless and natural finish. And don't worry about any acne or scarring, concealer will cover that up later. Cover up any under eye circles or puffiness with a concealer slightly lighter than your foundation color. Use either clean fingers or a brush and apply concealer only where you need it, and apply in thin layers, building coverage as you go. Set with a thin layer of powder. Apply bronzer where the sun would naturally hit your face, like the forehead, bridge of your nose, and your chin, and then in an E and 3 shape on the sides of your face to slightly contour and add definition. You can go in with a slightly deeper shade to actually contour your cheekbones if you want as well, which is what I've done. For blush, I love a very soft, romantic, rosy glow. This one from Smashbox is one of my favorites right now. It was actually the only blush I brought with me to New York recently. I chose what looks like a very bright pink blush in the container, but actually comes out very buildable with a glow from within kind of quality to it. And don't forget to apply a highlight to the top of the cheekbones and up along the temples to finish off that pretty glowy look. Now I'm just going to finish up one eye so this tutorial goes faster. For the eyes, start with a primer of your choice so the eyeshadow stays put. Oh, and I almost forgot the brows. I just filled mine in slightly and gave them a quick brush to keep everything in place. Apply a shimmery champagne to the inner corners of your eyes and just slightly along the inner bottom lash line and also up along the brow bone. Then take a peachy gold shadow and apply it to the inner third of the lids. I then mixed a golden brown shadow and a charcoal shadow with gold shimmer and applied it to the rest of my lids and up along the socket to add definition to the eyes. Line your waterline, tightline, and up along the upper lash line with a deep charcoal pencil. It's a lot less harsh than black. Avoid the very inner corners of the eyes when you're lining them because it tends to close off the eye a bit, and it also tends to cake up in the inner corner of your eyes, which is never attractive. I then set the liner with a mix of charcoal and matte black shadow. I also took that same mix of shadows and used it to define the outer V and soften the liner along the lower lash line. And now for the glitter! Apply your choice of glitter carefully just above the charcoal liner and also in a thin line along the inner third of the lower lash line. Now curl your lashes and add a few layers of waterproof black mascara and falsies if you're using them. For the lips, you want a slightly brighter than your natural lip color lipstick. I chose this punchy watermelon shade from Smashbox, which is buildable and long lasting, so I don't have to keep retouching it during the night. I'm also kind of a gloss girl, so feel free to add a bit of soft pink gloss to the center of your lips or go without, up to you. And voila, the look is done. Now let's get back to some beauty tips on things I wish I had known for my own prom. So first of all, let's talk about pre-prom kind of prepping yourself. Number one tip I can tell you, drink lots of water, get lots of sleep. Really simple, classic advice, but I'm telling you, your skin will thank you. Right before a special event is not the time to be testing out new makeup. You want to have this look kind of nailed down as far in advance as you possibly can. I know you girls are still looking for dresses and things like that, but try and nail down the products you're going to be using so you know you're not going to react to them. Christopher came home, I had to shut the door so he doesn't hear me. I don't know about you guys, but anyone else that does videos get really uncomfortable when people come home and they can hear you. Christopher likes to chirp me through the door sometimes, teasingly, but you know. If you can, do a run through of your hair and your makeup before prom. I highly, highly recommend this if you can. You want to make sure, A, the products aren't going to kind of cause any sort of reaction with your skin, but also you want to make sure that the colors stay put, that they're not going to kind of run down your face, that you're not going to get really blotchy or greasy or whatever it is before your big day. Make sure that you bring blotting papers with you. It can get really bright or sunny and hot outside, and also, you know, oiliness just tends to happen. Also, a compact mirror. I highly recommend it, and you probably will use it at some point, so definitely grab one of those for your purse as well. My last tip is only apply falsies if you know what you're doing and you're able to touch them up if the ends come loose when you're out at the party. Make sure you bring like a little thing of glue with you so that you can kind of touch them up throughout the night if needed. Hopefully you won't have to, but just in case. And that's everything. I hope you guys like this tutorial. I hope you found some of the tips helpful. I hope you guys have a wonderful prom or graduation or whatever your special event is. Let me know in the comments below what your prom dress looks like. I'd love to hear what kind of styles you guys are going for, or what prom dress you chose when you had prom. And send me a photo on my Facebook or Twitter if you do end up doing this look, or whatever your look happens to be. I would love to see photos. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Love you girls. Mwah.